Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. Today we'll be doing overalls, and we'll just jump right into the material. So I have 2 yards of Cordura fabric, 2 yards of lining, a pair of old jeans that fit me nicely, and I drafted my own overall top pattern. I'll go over that in the next couple clips. Got some interfacing I'm going to be using because the material is kind of stretchy. I got some boning because I want my top to be like a corset style. I also have a zipper. Alright, then I have the buckles for the top, thread to match my fabric. It's kind of almost like spot on. And of course you're going to need your other measurement tools like your ruler, tape measure, scissors, clips, pins, whatever you like to use. I like to use everything. And then I also have my sewing machine and my serger. Now, just to go over this top portion, I'm going to be using interfacing for this because, like I said before, the Cordura fabric is super stretchy, so I want to try to eliminate some of the stretch and make it easier to sew. So I have here half of a corset pattern, and I've told you before that I drafted out my own pocket and front piece, and we're going to cut the front and pocket on fold, and we're going to cut the back pieces out, 2 layers of each. So let's go ahead and get that done. Now you see here I do have my front piece on fold, and then I'm going to cut 2 of the back pieces and 2 of the side panels, and then I cut my pocket out on fold too. Now we have our pieces cut out. I told you I wanted at least 2 layers for each that wasn't on fold, and 1 layer for the ones that were on fold. So now we're going to go ahead and iron on the interfacing and sew the lining together. Here's what it looks like all ironed together, nice and neat. And then we have our lining sewn together as well, nice and neat and ready to go. Now we're going to move on to the next step, and that's connecting the Cordura fabric together just like the lining. So you're going to sew on your side panels first with the front piece. You're going to sew them across the edge, and you want to leave at least 1/4 inch of space. So we're going to go ahead and sew it like that because we're going to add boning to this, as I stated before. Now we have those sewn together. We're going to do the same thing. I went and did this off camera, but you're going to do the same thing. Just connect all your pieces, except on that back piece, we're going to sew the 2 back panels together to one side, and we're going to leave another one open so we can insert our zipper. Now I'm going to flatten out my boning so it won't be all flabby, and I'm going to measure out where I want my inserts to go, and I'm going to cut those and burn the ends. Now we've moved on to the next step. We're going to go ahead and insert our boning pieces. So I'm going to sew down one side and then sew the boning on the opposite, and then I'm going to enclose it. Now if you want a more detailed video description about how to use boning, I'll be more than happy to do that for you all. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll go ahead and create another piece using boning and trying to make that corset form for you. But we are going to add these on. I would recommend that you use a heavy duty needle for this because the boning is plastic, but you can definitely sew through it. So just showing y'all how I place everything together, and then we're going to move over to the sewing machine and sew everything down. Here's what everything's look like, sewn down and ready to go. So as you can see, you can't even see my lines because the thread is like spot on. But we're gonna go ahead and sew our pocket closed. and we're going to add that to our front panel. So you're going to sew all the way around and leave an opening so you can flip it out. And then we're going to line the edges. So make sure that you back stitch on your openings, because I didn't do it and it came apart, so I had to redo. What I'm doing here is just measuring out my my centerpiece, where I'm going to place my pocket, and I'm going to pin it down, and I'm going to sew around the edge, leaving the top portion open. Y'all, I'm so excited because it's my first time actually doing this, and it's looking so good so far. But now we're going to go ahead and move on to the next part, and that's attaching the lining to the base. So we're going to place these right sides together. Make sure you're doing your right sides and everything, because my silly self did it backwards, but it's okay because it's on the inside. With this, we're going to do the same thing like we did with the pocket. We're going to sew all the way around the edge, leaving an opening so we can turn the right sides out like this, like so. So now that we have this done, we're going to move on to the next step, and that's where we're going to work on the back part. Okay, so let me explain this real fast. But so what we're going to make here is a smaller triangle. I'll call it a 3x4. This is the strap connection point, and they are going to be adjustable. And I'm going to make my straps 24 inches. My natural strap length is like a 20 inch from mid back, and I'm going to add 4 extra inches, so in case it's not as long as I want it to be or too tight, or if I want to loosen it up and wear something thick under it, I can adjust the straps. What else? And then they are going to be about 1.5 inch wide, because that's how wide the buckle is. So it's roughly around 1.5 inches, and once we sew the strap together, it will like condense in size and make it a little bit easier to fit through here. But I'm gonna use some strap fabric here going the same direction as our overall, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut out these pieces and come right back. So now we have our little triangle piece cut out, and then we got our straps. I'm gonna fold these straps in half and then sew it all the way up to the closing, to the end point. I'm gonna use the serger for this, and then we'll work on this. Okay, so now we got our straps sewn together, and I went on the top, stitched it off camera. We're gonna work on inserting the straps into this triangle. So first I'm gonna turn it this way. Instead, I'm gonna take one layer off. Then I'm gonna lay the straps in here like this, like so. Or I may just do it straight up and down, but as of right now, I'm crossing them. And then we're gonna sandwich this back on top like that, and then sew around the first 2 edges. I'm not gonna sew it closed, you're gonna sew it here and here. Okay, so now we got it connected together like this, like so. So I'm gonna take this to the sewing machine. I'm not gonna use the serger. So I'm gonna take it to the sewing machine and just sew a straight stick around here, and then we'll come back and flip it out and connect it to the back of the overall. We have our back panel sewn together, and we're going to attach the straps to the back of it. So I'm going to face this right side down on the back of this panel, and then we're going to just sew it straight across with a straight stitch. I'm going to double stitch this just to make sure it's super secure, and make sure you get it dead center. Y'all, I did not insert the zipper clip because I did not like how I did that, and I don't want to show y'all nothing wrong. So I'm gonna redo that in another video, show you how to, attach a zipper. But there are plenty of videos that show you how to sew zippers on. But now I'm just gonna add on the buckle, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Here is the finished result for the top piece. I am gonna go ahead and drop part 2 really soon, so make sure y'all stay tuned and turn on your notifications. And y'all, I do appreciate y'all for watching today. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing. And y'all have a good one. See y'all in the next video.